definitely is social media, and that's why we're here this week, and it's been very exciting, and you're such a testament of social media success.
Thank you.
And you just started doing it like on a personal level as an individual, right?
I did. Yeah, I started, sort of. I started a blog back in, I want to say 2005 or so, because I wanted one place to put all of my articles that I was writing for various publications. And then I continued it because I wanted to, I had things to say, and I don't know, I had all these opinions and I didn't know where to express them. And there wasn't Twitter, and Facebook wasn't being utilized in the same way. There was no news feed on Facebook, right? So there wasn't really a place to put them. So I put them online, and I liked the interaction. I liked people reading what I was writing and then emailing me, which is just such an old school, slow way of interacting with people now. I mean, the reason I probably prefer Facebook and Twitter to a blog at this point is you just get this instant interaction, which can be fun or not fun depending on how people are going to react to you. But so I did do it for a sort of a combination of personal and professional reasons, which I think is the most fun, because then you can justify going onto Twitter and onto Facebook when you really shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for work. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're procrastinating.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think a lot of the emphasis for out here, there's been primarily businesses that are approaching this whole topic. What do you think is the biggest thing that companies are missing with the social media element and using it effectively?
I think Tucker sort of mentioned it, but what Tucker said during our talk is that he thinks businesses shouldn't be on social media because they cannot be authentic. I disagree with him. I think that his point is well taken, but the gist that you should get out of that is that in order to resonate with people, you do need to start acting like a real human being and not like a robot. And so trying to be creative. I'll give you a great example. KLM, which is I want to say they're a Dutch airline. They're an airline in Europe. They did this really cool social media campaign that where they actually read the Twitter feeds of some of their passengers. I don't know if the passengers had mentioned that they were going to go on a KLM flight. They might have. Okay, I don't remember exactly. And they had surprised their customers with things that were not airline related. Like they would, these customers would get off the airplane and they'd be like, 2 tickets to that Bears game that you had talked about on Twitter, and the customers were just blown away, right? And this is access to information they would never have had otherwise. Another great example of a Morton's Steakhouse actually just did this. Did you know what I'm about to say?
No, but I just love steak.
I know, who doesn't? This one particular social media, he has a lot of followers. He has about 100,000 followers, or maybe a little bit more. He had tweeted that he just craved a steak, and he was getting on this flight, and God, he wished there were a steak there. Well, they got a steak to the airport waiting for him, and he was just blown away. I mean, to be able to do that. Now, that is how businesses can succeed. Offer value. Businesses genuinely can offer value to their customers, but they should do it in a way that's not like uptight and oh great, I don't care if you're going to give me 1% off of something. Like, don't make me feel like this is a scam.
Or try to bribe.
Right. And it's, I mean, just genuinely offer, or like ask people their opinion. But give them a real stake in the matter. Let's say you're the Gap and you're trying to decide, should we have a pink shirt or a red shirt? We're going to only produce one. Ask your customers, allow them to vote on it, and then actually produce the shirt that they vote on. I mean, then everyone has a stake in the game.
Follow through, make it happen.
Right.
I know. I mean, and I know our company definitely has a culture that people, when they walk through the doors, they pick up on it.
Right.
And they know, like, you get it. And that type of culture can certainly be conveyed to your audience.
It'd be fun. I mean, some companies don't feel that they should be fun, but at the end of the day, people respond to fun, to liveliness, to personality. I don't care if you are the most serious brand in the world. Even, I mean, look at insurance. Aflac, I mean, there's nothing that's more serious technically than insurance, and yet you know about that. Or the Geico, whatever, the lizard.
There's a breakdancing duck. Come on now.
Right.
I know.
I mean, and, you could
Yeah.
argue about whether those campaigns were effective or not, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, they stood out. Like the Old
Absolutely.
Spice guy. Hello, that was super successful because it's funny and it's interesting. You're like, oh yes, thank you for having a personality.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest tip I could give businesses: have a personality.
Yes. I love